We're going to do an experiment today on some glues. We're going to have a battle of the glues and see which one wins the battle. Let me explain what we're doing. A few months ago I went to Lowe's Home Improvement store and I needed several woodworking projects for my beautiful new wood shop. I went over to the glue section and they had so many different kind of glues I thought I'd buy maybe 4 different types. Later I thought, well, let's do a test. Let's glue some lumber together, and after 24 hours we're going to whale on these with a hammer and we're going to find which of these glues stick together the best, which one holds up to the test of the hammer. So this is a battle of the glues, and tomorrow night we're coming back to do the test of the hammer. Wham, 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 wham. We're going to smack it all around. What we're going to do is take 2 2x4s. We're going to glue this part and this part. We're going to clamp them together. And the first thing we're going to do is take the Elmer's wood glue and spread it on thick. This is an 8-ounce bottle. And I remember when I was a kid, we used to watch Elmer in cartoons. He was the one who went hunting for the Wooded Wabbit. Oh, the poor Wooded Wabbit. Who's going to help the Wooded Wabbit? Oh, I shot the Wooded Wabbit. And he was just as funny as anything. Then you got Titebond glue, Titebond wood glue, and I guess this name comes to the thought of being tight. Like, we're tight, man. Like, we got it all together, man. We can do it together, man. We're tight. Well, we'll see if Titebond can outdo Mr. Elmer. Let's spread some glue there. And remember, we're going to let these sit just for 24 hours. That's what the instruction says. And all 3 of these, this one here says just leave it sit overnight and it will harden. It will dry. It will be okay. The next in line you have Gorilla Wood Glue. I guess they call this gorilla because gorillas are king of the jungle. Maybe the lion is king of the forest, but there's nothing like a big gorilla. And I wouldn't want to bet against a gorilla in a fight with a gorilla and a lion, would you? So here is Gorilla Glue, the Gorilla Man. I think of Tarzan. Well, let's spread this on here too. And let's see if Mr. Gorilla can outdo Mr. Titebond or Mr. Elmer's. This is a fantastic way to do a study, is pull your clamps out and try it for yourself sometime in your own wood shop. Then finally we have an old-time glue that we used to use in school, just regular white Elmer's school glue. Not made for wood like these. This is made for wood or paper or cardboard, but it's been around for, man, since Noah, I think. Been around for a long time. So let's spread some of this on here, some Elmer's white glue. And we're going to clamp this down, and we're going to consider this one the underdog because it's not made necessarily for this kind of a purpose. There you go. So you have Elmer's, Gorilla, Titebond, and Elmer's wood glue. Who do you think will win? Tomorrow night, we're going to whale on them with a hammer. We're going to let them sit overnight and continue to watch, and we'll find out what happens. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, hi, this is Sid again. This is Tuesday night. It's been 24 hours since we glued all these 2x4 pieces together with the various glues. And welcome back to the Battle of the Glues. We're going to find out tonight which of these stood on their own, which is the best glue out of this little experiment. There might be other experiments that could be done, but what about this particular experiment? We have battled 4 glues since last night. You have Elmer's wood glue here, Titebond wood glue here, Gorilla glue here, and then the old standby white Elmer's glue that's used by children across the country for years and years, and actually decades, over here. So we're going to take a hammer in a moment and we're going to unclamp them and whale on them some, and we're going to find out which of these glues hold up. We're going to consider Elmer's as the underdog because it's not made necessarily for this type of project or this type of application. It's for wood and paper products, cardboard, etc. So let's unclip Mr. Elmer's wood glue first. And I'm going to take my hammer and smack on this at least 3 or 4 times to see if we can separate these 2 pieces of wood. Let's see what could happen here. Okay, ready? Let's hit them at least 5 times pretty stoutly here. My, didn't budge at all. Elmer's held up very well, as we expected it would be. And then you have Titebond wood glue. And let's do the same thing. We're going to hit this one just as hard and see if Titebond holds up like Elmer's did. Ready? Let's go. Didn't budge an inch. So Titebond is up there with the big boys. Now let's try Gorilla. Now wouldn't it be funny if Mr. Gorilla fell apart? Out of all the things said about the mighty Gorilla, let's see if he will hold up to Titebond and Elmer's. Ready? 5 times with a hammer. Let's go for it. Didn't budge an inch. Good going there, Gorilla. Now let's try the old standby, Elmer's white school glue, and we'll see if it competes as well as Gorilla, Titebond, and Elmer's. Here we go. 5 times, just as hard with this claw hammer. Whoa, we got a loser here. We got a loser. Mr. Elmer's did not stand a test. We have Gorilla and Titebond and Elmer's. We call this a 3-way tie, and there's not a whole lot of difference between these 3 especially. Mr. Elmer's held up pretty well over here. Gorilla, Titebond, and Elmer's all came tied in for first. There might be other tests later you could do, but that's Sid in Sid's Wood Shack. Thank you for joining us as we looked at the Battle of the Glues.